Good evening and thank you very much. I'm really and truly honored to have the opportunity to address you all in this marvelous occasion and being so inspired by the work of this wonderful initiative, these wonderful projects. And so please, once again, let's give a big round of applause to these brilliant projects and entrepreneurs around the world. I also want to thank the Ashden Foundation, all its team and the jury, that they did a great job in providing visibility to the world to these great initiatives. So today I want to start by saying there are two things in common between two places, very special places in different parts of the world. One is in Spain and the other one in Indonesia. And these two special places are some caves that exist. And coincidentally, 40,000 years ago, approximately, roughly at the same time, in Spain and Indonesia, in those caves, the first signs of human art appeared. And when you see those pieces of art on the caves, you will see printed hands on the walls of the caves from 40,000 years ago, both in places so distant as Spain and Indonesia. For me, what's striking about that is looking at the resemblance of those hands printed on walls from 40,000 years ago to our own hands. How similar they are. Can you imagine how many generations of men, women, children have passed since that? The history, the culture, the lives of people, and what we call the progress of humankind. But also is it striking to think about that from all the generations there have ever been, is up to this generation to preserve the legacy of all humankind. And it's in our hands. That is why it's so inspiring to see what the award winners of tonight are doing, not only with their hands, but with their minds, their heart, their souls, and their effort. Recently, you know, I have been participating on the dialogues and on the high-level panels on this COP in Glasgow. Today, I diverted that to attend my old alma mater in Sussex Uni, in the Institute of Development Studies in Brighton. And I had this wow moment because I was with fellow professors and with students. And we were talking about the COP and they were asking me about the outcomes. And one thing was really striking. The words that we use here in Glasgow were usually associated with 1.5. We use a lot the word billions. We use a lot the word trust. We use a lot the word diplomacy. And when I was at Brighton, the words they were using to give a framework to Glasgow and to this COP were justice. The word justice. So many of the things that I've seen like good advancements at this COP to stop deforestation, to stop methane emissions, to protect both forests and oceans as Costa Rica is pushing to happen, and we see it as good things with good intention, require one additional key element. We cannot agree on global multilateral solutions if we don't have local appropriate implementation. And I think that's a key insight and a wow moment, and I think it links so marvelously with what we have seen tonight with the winners of the Ashden. Sometimes when world leaders gather and make decisions, there is this temptation to advance with solutions that are one size fits all. And experience tells us that those kinds of solutions tend not to help people, but tend to create new problems. I love what I've seen in these awards because I've seen also concepts and actions towards empowering people, empowering women, caring about food security, caring about training and providing local jobs, caring either by cooling homes or by providing heat. That means giving solutions to where the heart of the people is. And the heart of the people is within a community. The heart of the people is not as abstract as a global meeting. The real center of the world is wherever your heart and your household and your family is. The heart of the world is not where global leaders meet. So this is a great insight that we must share still in the days that are pending in Glasgow. And it's a great message that Ashden can provide and Ashden Award winners can provide. We need global solutions in terms of commitments, finance, targets. Because it's true we need to keep the 1.5 target. That is true. But in order to get that, implementation has to be done locally, respecting women, respecting indigenous communities, working together with them, even with empowering, so solutions come from people and not the other way around. If we get to share that kind of message, I think we will add even more hope to the world, added to what we have seen in these 9 marvelous winners. I have to say I feel very humbled being part of this, because it's also a gift to receive from you so many ideas, the drive, the willingness to go further. Sometimes we think in today's world that problem solving is going from A to B in a straight line. We need to cut emissions. We need to reforest. We need to protect oceans. And we tend to think to go from A to B in a straight line. But the complexity of what we've seen tonight, going from topics of gender, topics involving refugees in different parts of the world and their necessities, employment, climate change. I mean, it's spectacular. It's breathtaking. So once again, I want to thank Ashden for this opportunity. Encourage everybody to spread the word of what we have seen here tonight. And once again, compliment the winners with a big round of applause. Thank you, everybody.